Now, why should we use these phases? Why is it important to use these phases? Number one, it keeps our body from staying adapted. Okay. So again, getting adapted to a particular workout program is actually not a bad thing. Okay. That's actually a sign like, hey, this particular workout program has run its course, but staying adapted is really the issue. Okay. So getting adapted, not a big deal. Staying adapted, that's the huge deal. In fact, in a lot of cases, my particular clients, whether it's my lifestyle clients or my high achievers, or even some of my fitness competitors, I want their body to get adapted to a particular workout because that is their body telling me, hey, it's time to change. It's time to do something. Okay. So that's number one, why we want to do phases, right? Because we want to allow ourselves, our body to see the results of this particular workout, and then we change it to keep our body from staying adapted. Okay. Number two, the other reason to do phases is because we can focus on one specific goal. Okay. Now keep in mind, I said earlier that getting stronger and building more muscle, those are two different goals. And I'm going to explain that here in a second. Okay. Those are two different goals. They are not the same goal. And if they're not the same goal, then the process to achieve those things are completely different. Just like gaining more endurance. That's a different goal than getting stronger. That's a different goal than getting bigger muscles. Okay, those are all different goals. So they all need to be attacked in a completely different way. So using phases allows us to focus on one of those things, getting stronger, getting more endurance, muscle building. Okay. That's the importance of doing phases and using phases. Okay. So we with using phases, we're allowed to be way more intentional with our training, way more focused on what we're trying to accomplish. Okay. Most of the time, I'm not even going to get into the common mistakes yet. We're going to get into the common mistakes here in just a second. Okay. So that's why we want to use the phases, because it allows us to be more focused and more intentional on what we're doing. Okay. The other reason to use phases is because the textbook oftentimes says that if you do this particular phase, let's say it's a strength phase, there's a certain number of reps and sets and amount of weight that you should be using and all these different protocols that you should be using to get stronger, right? But sometimes when people's bodies go through that type of protocol, they may not get stronger. They might build muscle. Right? So by going through all these different phases, you get to see what your body truly responds to. The clients that I've been working with for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, okay, we can break it down and we know exactly what this style of lifting or how many reps that their body actually responds to gain muscle, to get stronger, to build more endurance, to develop more power. Okay. We know exactly what their sets and reps are because every single person is different. Now, most people are going to fit what the textbook says, but every now and again, people's bodies are a little different. And I would probably guess that on most of y'all, there's going to be some things that don't necessarily follow by the textbook. So by using phases, you really get to see how your body truly does respond to it. Okay.